Hello, hi everyone. Welcome back to our piano lessons. I hope that you can see my screen and hear me. Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going to show you how to create the steel tower from the meshing frame in Revit. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Auni Umira. I am the application engineer at Acad system. Hi, who are just coming in. Thank you for joining me. Okay. So for today's lesson, we're going to show you how to create a steel tower from meshing frame in Revit. So here I share to you our agenda for today's lessons. So today we will be creating the meshing frame in family template in Revit. And also after we're done with creating the meshing frame in family template, we're going to export it into our project. And after we export it, we're going to add the steel framing in the model, in the meshing model. And then we're going to create the connections and we're done. So here I show you what is actually meshing tool in Revit. Hi, who are just coming in. Thank you for joining me. Okay. So meshing tool in Revit are actually allows you for modeling non-uniform geometries. So it is actually not limited to only a steel tower. It also can be any model that you want to create from meshing tool, not only for the structure, for architecture, for MEP also can, unless it not uniform geometries. Okay, so like here you can see an example of the meshing tools. This is, I'm going to create more or less like this meshing tool frame for the steel tower. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get to our Revit. So if you have any questions and you want to ask me or you have any issues, just let me know at the chat box below. Okay. So now I'm going to open my Revit. Okay, so from here, I'm going to create a new family, which is the conceptual mesh family. So go to here, you can see there is family option. I'm going to create a new one. So click on new family template. And here, for my case, if I open the select template file, it will automatically go to the English Imperial file. So I'm not going to use the Imperial, I'm going to use the metric one. So I just go out from the template and from the file, and I go to here in English file. And you can see there is another file inside the family, English family. You can find there is the conceptual mesh. So I just click on that again, and you can find there is the metric mesh. So this is the template where we're creating the mesh model. So I just click on open. And then wait for a minute, it will generate your template. So you can see this is the template for the meshing, conceptual meshing. So you can find that it's create, insert, view, manage, add in, and modify type. So we don't have that we don't have the extrusions and so on to draw. We're just going to draw it by line model. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the level first. So now if I go to the east elevation in the project browser, so you will find there only one level in this family. So I'm going to create the steel tower for level until level 7. So I'm going to add more level. Okay, so to add level in your model, just go to create tab here, and then you will find there is datum. So inside the datum, you can find there is level. So for the shortcut keys, it will be the LL in your keyboard. So I'm just going to click on that one, and I'm going to use draw by pick lines, and I'm going to add the offset. So until level 7, I will offset the level from the level 1. Okay, so for the second level or the level number 2, I'm going to offset it for 4,500. Okay, just bring your cursor to level 1 and then you will find there is the preview of where you will place the level. So I'm going to place on top of this level 1 like that. And then for level 3, the offset value will be 8,000. Okay. And then for level 4 will be 12,000. Level 5 will be 16,000. Level 6 will be 21,000. And the last level or the level 7 will be 24,000. Okay, so this is the level. I just click on escape 2 times. And this is the level. And here I'm just going to like change the height of the level here, the tagging to this side. And this side I'm just going to hide it. Okay. So you can see level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 level here. So after I adding the level, I'm going to create the reference plane for me to create the model line. Okay, for reference plane, I'm going to go to view level 1 floor plan. So from here, I'm going to create the reference plane. So for reference plane, you go back to the create tab, and then you will find there is a reference plane under the draw panel there. So here, the shortcut keys will be the RP. So I just click on the plane. And I'm just going to draw randomly the line across the center, the vertical center. Like this. So for the measurement later on, I will change. So this one will be the horizontal line. And I'm going to create one more vertical reference plane across the horizontal center. This. So we have 2 reference plane placed at this point. I'm going to zoom in for you. Okay, these 2. And then for the measurement, the gap between the center and the reference, I'm going to change it by just clicking on the line on the reference plane line. And I'm going to change this. You can see it's around 9,000, the length. So just click on the number and I change to 5,000. So this is the length that I want. Okay, the gap between the center and the reference plane. So same goes to the vertical reference plane. So just click on the line, go to the dimension there and change it to 5,000. Okay, so this will be the reference plane for this side. So I'm just going to mirror it to the other side to creating the square reference plane. Okay, so I just click on this one, go to mirror dash pick axis up here. Okay, for the shortcut will be the MM. Click on this one, and I'm just going to pick the center line here. Okay, so that one will be the vertical. So the horizontal reference plane, repeat the same step, go to mirror pick axis here, and click on the center line, horizontal center line. So now we get the reference plane for the outer side of the square. So this will be the base or the reference plane for the base for my steel tower later on. Then I'm going to create one more square reference plane inside this big square. I want to create a smaller square. So the square will be the reference plane for the top of my tower. So I go back to the plane here, reference plane. And then for the draw, I'm going to use this one, pick line, because I already have the reference plane here. I'm just going to offset it. Okay, I'm just going to use pick line, and then I insert the offset around 3,500. And then just make sure it's going to create the line inside the square. Oops. This side. Okay. So same goes to here, the horizontal line. There you go. So I have this outer square for the base, and then inner square for the top of my tower. Okay. So now I'm done with the reference plane. So now I can create the model line. So to create the model line, you can go to the Create tab, and you will find there is the model. Or for the shortcut keys will be the LI. So click on the model. So there is a few draw tools that you can use. There is line, polygon, circle, art, and so on. Okay, so you can choose either of these one to draw the model line. So for me today, I'm going to use this rectangle. This one will be the easiest way to create the base for my base model line for my tower. So I just click on this rectangle, and then I start my first point here and just drag it out until this point. Okay, so I'm done with the model line for the base of my tower. So now I'm going to change my view from level 1 to level 7. So this level 7 will be the top of my tower. So I'm going to create the model line. Just repeat the step, but this time I'm going to use the inner side of the square. Okay. So just click again on the model line. Go click again on the rectangle. Right now, just my starting point will be the inner side square, this, and bring it out. So if I go to the 3D view, zoom in, you can find that is the model line. So this is the base, and this is the top of my tower. Okay. So here I'm going to create the connection line to connect the base and the tower. The base and the top. Okay. So to create the connection line, same. Just repeat the step, go to model. And right now I'm going to use the draw tools, line draw tools. And don't forget to click on these 3D snappings, because right now I'm going to use this 3D view to create the connection between the base and the top model. So just click on this, make sure you click on this 3D snapping. And now I'm going to connect the corner of the base to the corner of the top model square, like that. Okay, so just repeat the step for each corner. Okay, click on escape to cut it and rotate it to the other side. First point will be the on the corner of the base square, and then break it up. Break it up to the point, to the top point. Escape and rotate it again. Bottom to the top point. Escape. Okay. Now we got the primary line or the base line for the tower, okay, like a frame. So now I'm going to create the connections, like bracing for the beam of the steel tower. So I'm going to go to the elevation, east elevation. And here I'm going to add the horizontal connections. So go back to the modify, go to model here, using the draw tools, line draw tools. And I'm going to create the horizontal connections for level 3 and level 5. Okay, I'm just going to start my point at this intersection and break it to the side, this side. And click on escape. Okay, go to the level 5. So start with this point and end with this point. So now we get the connections, okay, the horizontal connection or the horizontal model line for level 3 and level 5 at the east elevations. So you may need to repeat this step for the north, south, and west elevation. Okay, or you can just use copy or mirror in level 1. So I'm just going to use copy and mirror. First of all, I'm going to select the horizontal line first. So select the horizontal line, model lines at the level 3 and also at the level 5. Then I'll go to level 1 view again. So from this side, I'm just going to mirror it to the south. This is going to be the south elevation here. So just going to mirror it. So use this mirror draw as is. Okay. Or the shortcut keys will be the DM. So click on this one. And I'm going to mirror using this as is here. Okay, the line here. Click on this endpoint and end at this endpoint. So now ignore the warning. It's just going to state that we're creating the identical point here. So never mind. Okay, so you can find there is the line. So if I go to 3D view, you can find the connection for the horizontal line like that. So this will be the beam. Later on in our project, this will be the beam. So I just repeat the step for the north elevations and also the west elevations. So select the horizontal line first, and then go to the draw as is, mirror draw as is, and this one will be at this point. Okay, I just repeat the step for each elevation right here. Okay, now if I go to 3D view, you can find the beam. This later on will be the beam line, okay, the beam line, like that. So now I'm going to create more connections here, and that one will be the bracing, the steel bracing. So I go here, I go back to the east elevations, and I go to model again, click on the draw, line draw tools. And here I'm going to create a cross line. Okay, this one will be the bracing. Okay, click on this point, click on this point, escape, click on this point, on this point. So this will be the bracing. Okay, so I just repeat the step for every level. Okay, so this point to this point, this point to this point, and now connected to the top, like that. Okay, you can see. And then I'm going to add more connection to hold the bracing. Okay, more line. Okay, so at this intersection, you can find the intersection between level 2 line and also the model line here. So intersection between that 2 line. Click on that one and move it down like this. Okay, escape. Click again on the intersection, move it up like this. So this one will be the steel that hold the bracing later on. Okay, so repeat the step for every level. So here at the level 4, okay, level 4, and then level 6. Here and also here. So this two model line will hold the bracing. Okay. So just click on that one again. I'm just going to mirror it to this side. So this one, this will be the easier way to create the other side of the model line. So I'm just going to mirror it. Click on Control, select every connection here. Okay, the line there, the model line here. And go to Pick Axis Mirror here. And click on the center. Okay. So it will automatically create the other side model line. Okay. So now I'm going to select all the bracing and also the connection that hold the bracing. Okay, I'm going to select all of it, and I'm just going to mirror it for the every elevation, north elevation, south elevation, also west elevations. Okay, so first I'm going to select the bracing, click on Control, select the other bracing from each level, like this. Okay, and then the last level here, like that. So I already select every bracing for every level. Now I go to level 1 and I just use the simple command, which is mirror. I mirror for every elevation here. So go to mirror draw axis. And then I'm going to use the same axis that I used previously for the horizontal model line here. Okay. One. So it will automatically create the bracing line. Okay. So select on that one again for the side. Okay. So this one I'm going to zoom in. Okay. Control, select the connection that hold the bracing line. Okay. Go to mirror, draw axis, and draw the axis for this side. Okay. So I'm just going to repeat the step for the for the west elevation here. Okay. Yeah. Control, select the line. Okay. And then go to the mirror draw axis. Draw the axis here. And now I get it. I get the framing. So I go to 3D view. So you can find this will be my meshing frame that are going to create the tower later on, the steel tower. Okay, so I'm done with the meshing frame. So now I'm going to load into my project. So to load to project, you need to open the new project first. So go back to the home here, or you can just go to File tab here. Okay, under the File tab, you will find there is a new button. So go to this arrow and click on this project, new project. So I'm going to use the multidiscipline metric unit. Okay, so if you don't have this metric multidiscipline template file, if you use the latter version, you will not have this multidiscipline. It's okay. You can just use structure template. Okay. Let's just click on OK. And then it will open up my new project. So for the multi-discipline, you will have every discipline here. So I'm just going to focus on the structure view here. Okay. So going to go to the structure plan level 1. Okay, open it up. So level 1 architecture, I'm just going to close it to prevent to prevent me to be confused later on. Okay, this is like level 1. And then I'll go back to the family template here. Okay, the concept, the massing here. So go to the load into project. So click on the load into project, and it will load into my project just now. And then I'm going to click on this center line of my drawing here. Okay, just ignore the warning. Then if I go to the 3D view, you will find that is the framing. Okay. So now I'm just going to use this 3D view for me to add the steel. So to add the steel, you go to the structure tab here. You'll find there is beam. I'm just going to use beam command to add my structure framing. So here I can find my requirement, a steel shape. So I just go here to load family. Okay, on the load family. So I'm going to use the Malaysia standard one. So I go to English, go to Malaysia. I'm going to use this structural framing folder. Steel, Malaysia specific. And I'm going to load the L angle and with this universal beam. So these two type of shape that I'm going to use in our project today. So click on open, and it will open up the sizes. So for the universal beam, I'm going to use a moment, let me check. I'm going to use 152 by 89, okay, by 16 the thickness. Oh, sorry, not 152, 178 by 102 by 19, sorry, 19 thickness for the thickness for the UB, okay, UB frame. And then for the L angle, I'm going to scroll down to find the size. Okay, L angle. Okay, L angle will be the 200 by 200 by a moment by 90. Sorry, by 80. Okay, this one UB will be 178 by 102 by 19 thickness, and also for the L angle will be 200 by 200 by 18 thickness. So just click on OK. So now it's already loaded my universal beam here and also my L angle. So first, for the main steel, okay, I'm going to use the L angle, okay, to connect the main steel. Main steel, which means the connections line between the top and the bottom, and also the horizontal one. Okay, so to add in our massing frame, you're going to use the pick line because we already have the line. So we didn't have to create a new line there. We're just going to pick line. Okay, just pick the existing line here. So click on pick line, and again, make sure you check on this 3D snapping because we are going to use this 3D view to create our model. So click on this 3D snapping and click on the main line here that connected between the top and the base. Okay, this side, and this side. Okay, so I'm done with this connection line between the top and the base. Click on escape. So if I zoom in into the top here, you can find the position of the steel are not correct as is not facing inside. Okay, the L shape here are not facing inside, and then you can find the center. Okay, the line here are not aligned with the center of the steel. So what you're going to do is I'm going to justify or adjust the center. So just click on the steel again, and then you will find there is justification point. Just click on that one and make sure you click the center or the center of the L angle there, here, this one. So it will move it inside. So it will be correct. Okay. So repeat this step for each steel. This one will be here, escape. This one will be here. This line. Okay. So you can just rotate it to make your view more clear. Okay. This one. Okay. So now you can see the next problem is we have the angle there are not facing inside. So it's randomly facing this side, that side, and so on. So I'm going to make it every steel here are facing to the inside of this model. So I'm going to add angle for the steel. So click on the steel properties tab here. You can find that it's cross-section rotation. So I'm going to add the rotation, -45, enter. So it will facing inside like that. So repeat the step for the every steel here. -45. This one too, -45. And the last steel here, -45. Okay. Now I'm done for the primary line or the main steel. So now I'm going to connect the interior or the bracing steel there. Okay, so for the bracing steel, I'm going to use the UB or the universal beam. Okay, go back to the beam, and right now I'm going to change this to the universal beam, and use the same step. Going to use the pick line and make sure you check on this 3D snapping. I'm going to snap the bracing line like this. Okay, so it may take time to select everything. Okay, then you can adjust your view to make sure you click the correct line. Sorry. Okay, so rotate it. Click the best bracing line for this side. Here. Okay. This one the other side. Okay. Going to make it faster. Moment. Right. Then the last side. Here. Down here. And then the last level here. Okay, so I'm going to check first. Also, I have one more line I didn't pick just now. Let me see first. Okay, done. So now for the horizontal line, I'm going to use the same steel shape that I used for the main connection. Okay, that connect within the top model and the bottom model. So I'm going to change the properties start here to the L angle again. And now I'm going to use use pick line, 3D snapping, and going to snap the horizontal line here. Okay. That, okay. So now, there you go. This is the more or less how you creating the tower steel from the meshing frame. Okay, so if you want to add connection, you can just freely add the connection here. Okay, for example, I show you one example. I want to add bolt at this part. So I'm just going to go to the back view. Okay, I'm just going to add the bolt here. So you can also use the automatic connections. You can see still here, the plate bolt, or you want to use the automatic connections. It's okay, you can just use that. So I'm just going to use the simple one, the bolt. So first I'm going to extend the horizontal main steel here, the L angle, extend it until here. Okay, you can see if I rotate it. Okay, and then I want to add the bolts. So just click on the bolts here. Okay, click Control and select these two steel frame and click on Enter. So once I click on Enter, it will ask me to select the face of the element. So I'm going to add the bolt here. So this will be the face. And if I click on the face, it will generate how I want the bolt will be placing. Okay. So the pattern here, you can see we have rectangle and circle. I'm going to use rectangle. I'm going to start my bolt here and here. So it will creating the bolt for every corner here. Okay, so click on finish. A moment. Okay, it's okay if it's pop out the warning. It's just telling you that you will not see the element because right now I am the detail level for the fine. Okay, so I'm just going to change the detail level to define view. So now I have the bolt already. Okay, so just a simple connection. So if you want to use the automatic connections or you want to use the modifier, you can use that one. Okay. So that's it. That is how you creating the steel tower using the meshing frame. So not only steel tower, you can do other modeling using the meshing frame. Okay, so you can continue adding the connections, adding the detail and so on. Okay, so before we end our lesson today, I'm just going to share with you a minute about our website. So you go to this acadsystem.com. So here you will find, you scroll down, you will find our next free online lessons. So you can find, if you're interested to join, for example, you're interested to join this point in Autodesk Civil 3D, you just click on the picture there. Okay, and then you click on going. Okay, register your name, your email, and later on we will email you the date, the time, also the Zoom meeting link. And if you want to check our YouTube channel or you want to watch this today lesson again, you can just go to our YouTube channel, Acad Systems Adrian Berhad, and then you can go to video, and here you can find our previous free lessons. Okay. Sorry, I want to answer the questions. So if you use generate model to do, can generate model. So if here you can CCW. So if you want to use the generate model, also can. If your model didn't have the geometry, okay, as I said just now. So this meshing tool I'm being using for modeling that have no uniform geometries. So you have a uniform geometries model, you can just use a generic model to do that. Okay, this is an example for you to use the massing tool. So if you have a generic model, you don't have to use the conceptual mass. Okay. All right. So there is more questions you want to ask me. Okay. If there's no more, that's all for our today lesson. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you everyone for lending me your time and join my lessons. So hope to see you in our next Corona lesson. Take care everyone. Have a good day too, CCW. Okay, have a good day everyone. Bye-bye.